be served at 2 o'clock. We have cheese and crackers back there. So have some cheese and crackers, but at 2 o'clock, the food will be served. Trish Kelly, the awards program. I'd like to recognize Dr. J over there, Dr. James Davis, our TA. Dr. J, put your hands together for us. Trish Kelly.
Welcome everyone. I'm just here. It's an amazing sight looking out and seeing everybody here together under this tent and celebrating this amazing building we have here. It's a phrase I've come to love. Land of the Mashpee Wampanoag Nation, right here. I would like to actually ask Jim Peters to come up to the podium. I think he had a special presentation he wanted to make that's actually not on the program. So, Separate Chairman, can you say?
Well, thank you. I'm doing this. I was asked to come here and present this by Patrick Johansson, Dr. Patrick Johansson. In the 1990s, I met him. He came to my office in Boston and wanted to know, he's a Cherokee descendant, and wanted to know what he could do for the tribes in this area. And we talked for a while, we got to know each other, and he was at that time at Harvard Medical School, going for his degree, his MD. And he said, well, I know what we can do. We can do something. He did help us do the second health survey here in Mashpee about to get an idea of what our health condition was here of our people. And I think that survey led to us getting our Indian Health Service program over here. He worked with one of the women here and did that survey. And it was a success he wanted to give. That was part of his degree granting program. And so that was successful. So the next project he was doing was Cheese and Tournament. He saw that these natives were at Harvard back in the 1600s and never got a degree. And it took us 7 years, I think, to start with you help in putting together some letters to the president and so forth to try to make that happen. And it took 7 years for them to finally give this man a posthumous degree. And it had been 250 years before Toby had gotten a degree from that university. It just took so anyway, that was another thing they did, was giving to us. And since that time, it goes on, we spent a lot of time as the president of the Alumni Association around the world, actually, and informed them about the relationship that we have, Harvard and the native communities, the Wampanoag and Nipmucks and so forth here in Massachusetts, that goes back to their beginning in the 1640s. They were surprised, that they didn't even know the relationship that the university was started because to educate Indians and English back in that time. And so, in the spirit of giving, Patrick has this thing about giving and realizing that how important it is to continue to give, to love the people, and to look to the future. And in that, he presented us for the tribe a combination of 2 wampum beads and a cedar basket for our private income. So I can add this to the giving that we've done.
Wanikisa, Kamita, Cammethah. That was the name that was given to me by an elder many years ago from Aquina. And my family I have relations over in Quina and also here in Mashpee. I was born 1939 in the parsonage, and my grandmother was a midwife, and she brought me into this world because I was born at home in the parsonage. And the Creator has been good to me all these years because I graduated from the Cape Cod Hospital and as an LPN, and at that time I was working in the nursery with babies, and I had to go to help the delivery, and I saw this doctor, and when I heard his name I said, "Do you remember Lillian Hammond?" And he said, "Yes, she worked with me as a midwife." And I said, "Well, that's my grandmother." I says, "And now here I am at this time, and I'm working with you." And this doctor, it was his last time that he was going to be doing a delivery. So I thank the Creator for bringing us together in that way. And what I wanted to say is that I was born here in Mashpee, and I've been in Mashpee most of my life. And then I married and went to Rhode Island. But I always come up here to Mashpee because the man that I met and married, he's from Rhode Island. And when my children were growing up, I had 4 sons, that the thing was that my husband and I was into our culture, and we used to come up to the town hall that was up in Mashpee where they have the ball game now, and we would teach the children how to make things that we had, and we had a trading post down in Rhode Island also, so we would come up and set things up for the children and try to teach them what we know and to pass it down to our other generations. And even though I don't live up here, but I come often as much as I can. And right now I'm going to be 75 in April, and I just hope that the Creator keeps me here because I love all of my family, and I love seeing the children because when they see me, they come up and they hug me and they want a hug. And a lot of times, mother and fathers, one's going out the door, one's coming in the door, and the thing is, the children sometimes are in the middle where they don't get the love and everything. And so when I see the children, they'll come running up to me and say, "Can you give me a hug?" And I says, "Oh yes," and it makes me happy, and them also. So there's people around here, and I'm not pushing myself, but a young lady said that she looks at me and honors me for what I've done and what I've been through, but it is something that my name, Cammeta, C-A-M-M-E-T-A-H, means heart of the family, and that's what I do, and I follow this all the time, and with Creator helping me and help me to have a good life, and when the time comes, it'll come, and I will have served what I want, because I talk to the Creator all the time and just pray for all of the people in the world, because there's some negative things going around, and on my jacket I made something so that when people read it, they can think about what, not just themselves, other people also. So, Katabtash. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I know that everyone's excited because I can hear it in the room. Can I ask you to just indulge us for a couple more moments? And we'd like to first take a moment to introduce our planning committee. Can I have the planning committee come up here, please, just for a moment? I know the chairman had mentioned them, but please take a moment and come on up here. Planning committee, please. Mom, Joe, Jesse. Okay, thank you. Stephanie, Trish, Cece. Are y'all walking up here? Lisa De Lopes. First, let me say, I am, are you all ready? CC? Naomi's cooking. Wave your hand now. I got Martha. She's in the kitchen. Oh no, Naomi, you coming up? Yeah, Martha, Tracy. Tracy, are you in there? Bernie? Just Bernie. Tracy, please come on up front real quick. Applause for the team. Thank you. Awesome job. Thank you for the job well done. I am humbled and privileged to have been tasked with this opportunity to acknowledge and present an award to those members who have been instrumental in helping us to achieve the goal of our Mashpee Wampanoag Government Center. It is not without persistence, commitment, perseverance, and passion that we were able to reach our goal, and unity. It has been a culmination of a lot of hard work to reach this magnificent feat. I like to say, we, the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, are so thrilled to have another monumental archive in the history of our nation. So without further ado, we have put together a plaque, and I'd like to award it first to some members that have been instrumental. First, our chairman, Cedric Cromwell. The plaque reads, "The Mashpee Wampanoag tribe opens its arms to recognizing and honoring Chairman Cedric Cromwell for his selfless contributions, dedication, and commitment to the creation of the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribal Government and Community Center. Katapanui, with love, deep respect, and appreciation, March 29, 2014. Thank you, Chairman. We didn't want to say anything. Just put the next, and all the plaques be the same. Our Vice Chairwoman, Jessie Little Beard, again, for your selflessness, your dedication, your perseverance, your fortitude, your passion. Thank you very much. Our tribal member, David Green, Clerk of Works. David. USDA. Can we have a representative from the USDA? Thank you. Tribal member David Weeding, the project manager. Thank you, David. Thank you, Dave. Delbrook Construction. We have a representative for Delbrook Construction, the general contractor. Okay, thank you. You've done a fabulous job. Come on up here. Thank you, Ma. And last but not least, Wanda Lord. Who is Wanda? Wanda. Okay, here she comes. Thank you, Wanda. Okay, I think that concludes our recognition awards. But let me just say, it was the tribal nation that did this together in unity. So thank you. We could not have done that with everyone's hard work and dedication.
My name is Tall Oak. I'm Pequot and Wampanoag, and I live in Rhode Island. My wife lives there with me. We raised our children there, and they spent a lot of years here in Mashpee as well. This building means a lot to me in terms of what I've focused my whole life and dedicated it to, the survival of our people. And when you have facilities like this that have so many of the things that are needed to facilitate that whole process, it helps survival to become more realistic, and it helps survival to be at the center of what everyone does, because everything that I've seen so far, I haven't had the whole tour yet, but I'll be back. Everything I've seen so far seems to lend itself so much to that process, and like others said when they had the speeches over under the tent, it's a dream come true, and it's something that is long overdue. It took the federal government over 380 years to recognize the Mashpee Wampanoags. But in 1620, the Wampanoags were recognized when it was crucial to the development of this land. And I'm sad that it took that long for the federal government to come around and understand that, but better late than never, and the tribe is just going to keep moving ahead as they need to in To see all the different avenues that survival can take here, especially with the young people. There's so much to look forward to, so much to generate a positive self-image. And without that positive self-image, it's difficult for our people to survive. Many of our people have got into a self-destructive behavior through the years because that positive self-image was not there in everything that they saw around them as they grew in this society. So this can help to counteract that so that we can keep our most precious resource that we need, our young people who are our future. And when I look around, I see my own children, grandchildren involved in what's happening here. It gives me so much satisfaction now at the age of 77, so that all of the things that I've seen in my historical research that was so sad, I see a chance for a new page to be turned. That's a good page, a page full of happiness, and a page that has so much promise for all to come. And so when they put me into the ground and I'm buried up here behind the Indian church with my 2 sons that are already there, I can go to my grave in peace and know that good things will continue to happen because I have grandchildren who understand the value of all of that. And I know they'll be working hard within the walls and outside of the walls of this building. And that gives me more satisfaction than anything ever could. Money can't pay for the satisfaction that I have.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask for folks to pay attention and be quiet for a couple of minutes so we can do this all together. When we talked about doing ceremony to welcome us to our new home, we thought it would be nice for the entire community to do the ceremony together. So I need everybody to be quiet for a minute, and I want you to look at the papers on your table. There are some papers on your table. Boys over in the corner, quiet. Up at the top, you'll see that it says that women are going to recite together. And then the men are going to recite their portion of the affirmation. And then all together as one community, we're going to do the bottom. So right now, I'd like just the women please, to stand. All the women of the community, please stand. And we're going to recite together where it says women only recite. Oh, no photography during the affirmation, please. Sorry, this is the last time we'll say no photography.
We love you. Thanks, everyone. There will be tours throughout the day in the building. Social at 5 o'clock. We're going to have a DJ, Lady K, over in the main building. But there's food getting ready to get served, so enjoy yourself, everyone. Elders first, everyone. In our tradition, please respect the elders first. Help our elders. Help them get their food first. So elders first. Remember our tradition. Make sure our elders get their food first. Thank you. Good job.